Jason here, Birchfield Family Farm. It's a good day for a duck today. Had a coworker that used to tell me that when it was raining, and it is pouring. Raining cats and dogs today, but it's a good rain. I won't say that we really need it, but I hate to ever really complain about the rain. I'll take you around today, show you what we got going on. Okay, Ewes are still in paddock 7 here. Got some hay out. This is the 3rd day of paddock 7. And, oh wow, look at that. Look at her. Look at that. Can you see it moving? Right there. Keep an eye on that spot, you'll see it move. Some kind of a head or a hoof or something. Wow. Huh. Hey, buddy. Wow. So when's she gonna calf? Heck, I don't know. A few other signs that kind of poking around and learning some other things here. Of course, we've only gone through one calving with Emma. Hey, sweetie. That was last year. But a few other signs to look for that we're watching out for. Obviously, it's that bag, that udder filling up, but then also a swelling of the vulva, the back end there. That's I guess that happens really close to calving, and then something called the ligaments in between the bones in the back, pins I think they call it, and they're kind of like on either side of the tail. You know, when those ligaments have loosened up, it's usually a good indication. But we'll keep an eye out for those signs and definitely keep you posted. We're filling up the tanks today. Up top we have a cistern in the front, and so when we get rain, that feeds our hydrants and another automatic cattle water. But when we get rain, it's nice to just put a hose up there and run it straight out of the cistern in the front rather than having to go clear back to the windmill well. So topping off the tanks today. Always love being in here and hearing the sound of the rain on the metal roof. Kind of relaxing. Reminds me to slow down. Fritzy and the boys. It's a cold rain, guys, huh? Got plenty of hay though. Put a few of these piles out around the garden here, and amazing how resilient. We've had the ewes out on pasture here, and we've got about let's see, I'm fogging up here. We've got about, hold on, probably 3 to 4 weeks before we start breeding. So it'll either be Fritz or Sunny this year that does our herd siring. We do not normally bring the ewes in the barn until we breed and we mark everybody, stuff like that. Well, mark the rams. But I'm thinking this year I really want to focus on nutrition leading up to breeding. I believe there's something called flushing, where you're actually really getting them in good shape to, I think I'm steaming here, to breed, and then you're going to have more, they say more twins, triplets, and maybe quads. Never had a triplet here, just twins and singles, and so I wonder, focusing a little bit more on, especially since we're grass-fed, focusing a little bit more on the calories, protein, and trying to focus on nutrition here. So we've got them in here today, feeding some really good hay and mineral, and we'll get them back out probably tomorrow on some fresh grass and come up with some kind of a plan for exceeding their nutritional needs here this time of year. Oregon State did a pretty good article here on this topic of flushing and ewes. Timely attention to sheep nutrition can boost number of lambs. And they talk about flushing and are saying that it really should be done 2 to 3 weeks prior to breeding and then about 3 weeks into the breeding season. So 5 or 6 weeks long. Saying that typically mature ewes that are in good body condition to start out are the ones that benefit the most. But basically boiling this down to a 150-pound ewe, and under normal conditions, she's getting 2.6 pounds of dry matter a day. Well, during flushing, she needs to have 4 pounds. And it breaks it down into the energy and protein requirements. But pretty good read here if you're into this. Of course, we don't feed corn. We are grass-fed. But nonetheless, some pretty good information here.